Okay, I think I may have gotten it fixed. Emphasis on the maybe. I had to open and close the program again. So that was a step. And I'm sorry for being so pessimistic earlier. I just got really discouraged by these settings. And it's just very finicky the way this got fixed. So, yeah, kind of a bit in the stress. And I also stressed at work today. So, fun. All right, so moving that. Everything is everywhere. Please enjoy this beautiful Celtic music in the background by Adrian von Ziegler. YouTube channel should be in the description. Well, if this is on YouTube. But yeah, I typically upload these to YouTube, so let us go. I like playing things at 7% volume as the chat continues. Here we go. Oh goodness, where did my screens go? Yes, I forgot to do my regular intro. Welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda here, doing D&D as usual, with my patrons listed there, even though this is on my Twitch channel. Normally, this is just kind of my for fun channel that I do D&D on, so let me transition the window, and fingers crossed, I don't have a panic attack trying to fix things. Let's go. Oh no, I forgot my face. Where is my face? Help! Somebody! Look for my face! As I pull out the camera, because I forgot to set that up too. Ah! Everything cluttered everywhere. Ah, here we go. Almost there. Almost there. That has been plugged in. Oh. There's a bright light behind me. We are in heaven, I think. I say that with a very suspicious voice. Did I really make it to heaven? Yikes. Now, just kidding, I'm in the darkness. There we go, much better. I'm probably gonna close those windows in a bit, maybe. Alrighty then. Hi. Alright, now I'm gonna open up my Discord chat, and we will be with the group. Let's do this.
Yep, it was good sports. I did enjoy the sport.
It was a fun game.
I enjoyed sport ball. It was nice.
Hey, sports ball.
Oh, shoot, they can't hear me.
Sport.
Ah!
I get the ball part, but I don't know the sport word you're talking about.
They
I
cannot
just like
hear
saying
me.
that word.
It's not even a ball. It's an oblate spheroid.
I tried to mess with my settings earlier, and
That makes so much sense.
yep,
It-
problems occurred.
As many have pointed out before, foot, ball makes sense for what Americans call soccer because it's a ball, an actual ball shape that you kick with your foot. Makes sense.
Yes.
So therefore, American football should be called hand egg.
Yes, this makes sense.
It makes 100% sense.
I want
I
to know
I would definitely
where...
want more of the National Hand Egg League. I really would.
The neg. Oh no, wait.
Well, we already
Egg.
have the NHL.
Hand egg.
Oh, the branding
Oh.
nightmares. Let me tell you.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that was a good game though. Not gonna lie. Sorry, I just joined.
I'm still curious. Like, how did we end up with American football when football already existed, basically in the form of soccer?
Bastardization of rugby.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. But why didn't we
Basically-
just call it American rugby?
Because
we do. Sort of.
we did for a while apparently, and then it changed. Because apparently we got a little upset.
Well,
I
only
think the
time-
Americans weren't allowed at most of the rugby championships, so
Weren't allowed. What did we do?
We'll make our own rugby with hookers and blackjack.
I mean,
kind of how America does it.
Dirk, it's America. if you have to ask what did we do, then we already did too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the country that created the World Series for baseball, which is composed of mostly American teams and 2 Canadian teams.
There, they got
Yep.
the diversity. Canada.
And both of those
Oh.
teams are on the border, so
Yep.
Oh, we
so
know what
America
our
could just
world
take
is.
them if we ever wanted to, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, what's Canada gonna do? They can't even handle a whole bunch of trucks.
Country roasting day.
You goof.
Hey, Canada, I love you.
Tim Hortons intensifies.
See, Tim Hortons needs to exist in more places because that shit's the best.
Never been.
I don't know if you've never had Timbits. They are made with love, dedication, good vibes, and sprinkled with a little bit of crack cocaine.
And hopefully heat.
Just like D&D.
Oh, so good. Anyway,
Speaking of,
yes, let's get into it here. Oops,
I'm
hold
digging
on.
the new
no.
the new overlay, by the way, Dana.
Oh, freak. Is there a
Beg
new
pardon?
overlay?
I don't know how new it is, but I like it.
Oh, I've
It's new.
updated. Yeah,
Oh.
oh, I need to pull it up here so I can see it. I hope it's not gonna double the sound too much.
Looks the same to me, just minus the words. Oh, no, there's a smile.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, there's a smile.
No, I just didn't know if we changed stats or something. I was like, oh crap.
No, I had like the whole like lightning-y
Oh yeah.
theme.
yeah. I got a couple of themes from a website. It was on sale,
Oh.
and I was like, "These look nice. I want to try these."
Look at that.
Also, I guess I should probably log in and get ready for the game, huh?
You
Yep,
think?
it's about that
That
time.
might be good. Yeah.
That's
That would be a good idea to already have done.
Speaking
Gosh.
of good vibes, let's turn off the good vibes
Oh,
and
Aw.
put on
Oh,
the
no.
No
dire
more good
vibes.
vibes.
I
Aww.
liked my good
The
vibes.
dire
music.
vibes.
They're like good vibes, but dire.
There we go. As always, thank you, Adrian Von Ziegler, for the wonderful music in the background. You can find them on Patreon and YouTube, but not on Spotify, because fuck Spotify. All right, I'm taking a stance. So,
Nope. Good.
yeah. So if anybody's got a problem with that, I don't care. But yes, follow them on YouTube, support them on Patreon, because they make this music for people to use. And free to use for small time creators. So always nice, good dude overall. All right. So we're going to go ahead and address this now. Raven Alter has come up to me and has decided that he will not be able to make it tonight. And he will be removing himself from the campaign for the immediate future. He stated that he was having some headspace issues. We'll just leave it there. And I totally respect somebody who needs to take time off for their mental health. It's extremely important. So no hard feelings here. And they are always welcome back to my table whenever they feel that they are ready to do so. So, but with that out of the way, when last we left our heroes, Arthurax the Spiderfolk Rogue, Jessica the Wolffolk Sorceress, Eldrath the Shifter Warlock Bard, Zir the Tabaxi Monk, Olia the Hyena Folk Paladin, and newfound traveling companion Cassidy the Rabbit Folk Artificer, our heroes found themselves in Daggerford for the day and decided to attend a few needs as well as relax from the strain of caravan travel. While Cassidy and Jesse walked around the various blacksmiths shop, the black shit shops. It's
Don't
when you
go there.
eat way too many, purple colored foods, and yeah. Anyway,
I was gonna say that powderized charcoal stuff.
oh yeah, no,
It's
the one
Cleanses
time,
the
yeah,
system.
like a,
I did that for a test one time, never again.
like four taco
I thought I died.
burritos.
I've seen like those like black milkshakes and hamburgers and stuff that they do for Halloween.
Oh
No,
no.
At
no,
Burger King.
no. I don't like the way this is going. Sorry, I brought this on
Let's
myself.
let's go back to fantasy, please.
Anyway.
I know. Sorry, I brought this on myself. I walked around the various blacksmiths' shops to find information on a gnome named Bronzespark. Eldrath and Arthurax put their heads together to make a plan to find or steal 1,000 gold for a mysterious magical artifact. Zir found his young kobold friend Nock while searching for the others and helped him out of a spot of trouble, deciding it was best to keep them closer to the party than to let him try and traverse the rest of the path to Waterdeep by himself. After introducing the kobold to the rest of the party, Cassidy, Jesse, and Olia moved down to the tavern, where Aldrich informed Cassidy of news that indicated that Bronzespark may be in Waterdeep right now. We now join our heroes as the early evening approaches, and the rest of the day lays ahead of them before they depart for Waterdeep. Alright. So, it is early evening, as said. Everybody has enjoyed a early dinner at the tavern, except for... I don't know if I'm ready for this. Arthurax and Eldrath, who decided, after a less than fruitful attempt to secure 1,000 gold, to go back to the Dragon's Hoard, Torkaroth Nala's shop. So, gentlemen, as you are approaching the shop, by the way, if you are still approaching the shop, I should clarify if that is what you still intend to do.
I believe so.
I am following Eldrath, so yep.
Okay, as long as we're all on the same page.
Always a good idea.
For once.
When he lets you. I mean, what? All right.
Well, so as you approach the shop, you do see Nala out front again, still trying to scrub off the graffiti that is decorating the side of her shop. Arthurax, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Yep, normal. Perception.
And we're off.
Nope.
Good start.
I know, right?
There's a lot of people going across. It's hard to get a good look at anything because, you know, as soon as you're trying to focus on it, somebody cuts right in front of you. Some Goliath just walks right in front of you without even a care in the world.
Where'd all these Goliaths come from?
He grumbles as he just can't get a good focus and is just like, what happened? Jesus.
Eldrath keeps going forward and calls out to Nala to get her attention.
As she turns her head and looks towards you, is like, "Oh, Groltek, welcome back."
Hello. So, I couldn't find the money. I did bring the friend, though. This is Arthurax. He is a good friend of mine.
He waves before realizing that his actual name's been used, and it's like, wait, what?
A pleasure to meet you, Arthurax. My name is Torkaroth Nala. You could just call me Nala.
Yeah. Thank you. It's nice to meet you, Nala. Wait, does she know what we're doing here or something?
Well, he showed interest in one of my wands. The unfortunate one.
He arches a brow and looks down to Eldrath. All this for a wand.
Well, yes.
He sighs and rubs the bridge of his nose. What kind of wand is this, may I ask?
Come in, I'll show it to you. As she leaves the mess outside and moves into the shop, guiding you in with her.
He walks on in.
And inside the shop, there are a large number of various amulets and gems, components, scrolls, a couple of rings here and there, some various bottled concoctions of some sort, all sorts of magical items all around you. As she
His eyes
goes
start
to a
shining. His eyes start shining as he looks at everything like, why didn't I come here first?
And she heads over to a case where there are several wands and pulls out one that is charred. It is burnt all the way down, and she puts it up on top of the case, on top of a little pillow. It's like, I believe this is the one you were looking for.
Yeah. So Eldrath, basically gestures towards it. It's like, see, isn't it unique?
He looks at it and is just like, okay, compared to all the other wands and stuff you see here, why do you want this one?
Well, it is half price.
See? Like half of the negotiations are already done.
Wait, this is the thing that's 1,000 gold?
1250, in fact.
He starts glaring at Eldrath.
It's, well, I have the 250. I couldn't. Yeah.
Eldrath? We almost did something flippin' stupid over this charred stick.
Well, I guess technically it is a stick, but...
Do you even know it works?
Oh, yes, it
Did it-
works.
Why would
No,
you say
sorry.
that
He was
it's
yelling
not-
that to Eldrath before turning Nala and go, I'm sorry, does that even work?
Yes, of course it works. I would never sell a defunct item. Is half price because there was some damage in the creation process, but is still good.
He sighs and steps up to look at it. May I?
Well, I would recommend pointing it at anything.
I won't. Trust me.
She looks you over. And hold on a second. She's going to roll insight on you.
I'll be bust this out.
Oh God.
I wasn't even
Are
planning
you
on actually something stupid this time. I was actually being nice.
And that
Okay,
was the last day we were all welcome in Daggerford.
So she smiles and pushes the cushion towards you. As long as you are careful.
Yes, ma'am. He carefully picks up the wand and checks to see if there's like any like special inscription on it or runes.
Several runes. They do go down the entire length, as well as the wand itself has some intricate little knobs and designs into it to make it a little bit more flared out in some spots and then smooth and shallow in others.
Are the runes in a language he recognizes?
No.
Of course not. He turns to Eldrath and goes, "You really want this?"
I went through all this trouble for it, so yes.
He really seemed excited about that. I did not even get the chance to tell him what it was.
What is it? If you don't mind
Just-
answering me.
Say a wand of magic missiles. As she pulls out another wand. The same design and runic carvings, but in pristine condition. It's like normally they go for about 2,500 gold. I figure 1,250 is a good price.
He politely puts the wand down, turns completely around to Eldrath, and breathes in deeply. We have Jessica for that spell. Why do you need it?
I think you already know the answer.
Oh my lord, you two are trying to copy each other.
She started this.
Who was that? Oh my god. Who just... sorry, I just missed it. Oh,
He
her.
turns to Nala and just
Thanks, Galabon,
breathes out again.
for
Is there any way
Maybe
we can
the
lower the price a
raid.
bit more?
I wasn't sure if it was a raid or follow.
Well,
Have not had a
I
raid before.
wanted to actually ask
Have I?
something.
Don't worry,
Mhm.
my chat can't hear me. I muted
If there
myself from
would
them, so
be a way for
I'm
me
talking
to
over them
work
without
for you
interrupting
to
them.
get this. Is that
But yes,
possible?
thanks Galabon for.
I can
raiding
do
me.
anything.
Anyway, let's continue.
For this amount, I'm afraid you would be working for me for a very long time.
How long?
This would be worth at least a year's served.
Don't see why I can't do that. I couldn't do it at the current moment because we are on a journey here, my friend and I, and the rest of our group.
When you believe that you have the time, as she takes it back and puts it back into the case, I assure you that this will probably be here. I have other items.
Do you have anything that's under 200?
A few things. She starts flipping through a couple of ledgers. So there is, well, we have the potions of healing. I have a potion of greater healing. I have, let's see, do you like scrolls? I have identify, charm person. That's, of course, legal use only.
He thinks a little bit on the charm person scroll.
I'll take it.
Of course.
Score of charm person is 100.
And then 2 potions of healing, please.
2 potions would go for 100 total.
We'll pay for the potions, you pay for the scroll.
Oh no, you can get whatever you want. This is my personal stuff. I think everyone else has a potion or 2 on them, yes?
Do you have anything for like daggers or something?
If you're willing to pay just a little bit more, I have these. As she pulls out a little leather pouch and puts it on a cloth on top of the case and rolls it out. And inside are several small, slender pieces of metal. As she pulls one out and shows you, it's a sharpened dart, and she holds it up. This is a enchanted dart. They are called seeker darts. So you choose your target, and they go flying at your enemy.
Ooh.
This set would go for 300 gold.
Well, that does have my interest a lot more. And no, I need to keep that. Is there a way I can sell you one of my items to probably bring it down a bit more?
Perhaps I purvey in magical items if you have something of that nature.
He sets down the Dagger of Return and the Piercing Thorn Bow.
She picks up both, taking her time and looking them over. Let me roll for her here real quick. Pulls up the dagger and looks it over. Sees the runes that are carved into the sheath. And, may I?
He nods.
As she undoes the clasp and pulls out the dagger, and is not even bothered when it jumps to your hand. Ah, Dagger of Return. Very nice.
He smirks a little bit.
For this, I would say she holds out the sheath for you to resheathe it. 100 gold?
That's not bad. And what about the bow?
The bow, let us see, it is very old. As she's looking it over and she pauses on the inscription on the back. The thorn that pierces the hide. And her eyes suddenly go wide. Did you come through the woods?
We did, yes.
We were hunting a certain creature that we found that was very different from the others. Well, next thing we knew, Eldrath here was the one who came up with the bow, and you gave it to me.
As she pushes the bow back to you, I could not take a gift from the Archdruid.
Wait, what?
This was the bow of the Archdruid who watches over the Trollbark.
That's why you gave me that stinking warning? He turns Eldrath.
I did not know that what title he had.
I would not be comfortable taking this, no. She rolled a natural 20 on her Arcana roll to know what that is.
Oh, damn.
She knows exactly what that is. But for the Dagger of Return, I would say 100 gold. Easy.
Quite honestly, I was hoping you would take the bow a lot more, as I actually am connecting myself a bit more to the dagger.
He loves that dagger.
I really do.
It is a good dagger.
Normally, at this point, I would start haggling, but you seem too nice to even be into such a conversation.
Well, I would tell you that these darts, while they are wonderful, magic is only one time. Once they are used in this way, they become normal darts.
Yeah. That would have been unfortunate during a fight. Well, I do appreciate the look, though.
Of course, of course. I have many things for you to look at if you wish to peruse and ask any questions, you feel free.
I'm set to head back to the others. How about you, Eldrath?
To finish up the transaction here, I suppose, and then, yeah, we can return.
All right. And you wanted the Charm Person scroll, right?
And the 2 potions of healing.
Then yes, the 2 potions. So 200 gold.
Which he hands over.
Thank you very much. And there you are. Do you wish to have them gift wrapped?
Sure.
And she grabs a very beautiful golden colored bag and just plops those potions and the scroll in, rolls it over, and puts a little red bow on top of it, and seals it shut with a little bit of wax, and then hands it over to you.
Takes it gingerly. Thank you. I will remember the offer for the work that you may have for me.
If you are ever back in Daggerford, please do come back.
Nods and kind of puts away the bag, the gift wrap bag, and kind of just takes a look around the room, business, home. Well, it just reminds me of my own home a little bit here.
Yes, your mother is very brave to let you into this world at such an age. I would fear for my son if I would do the same. She must believe in you.
I would hope so. She really, never mind. Thank you again for your kindness.
Of course.
Eldrath leaves.
Thrax roughly says a draconic goodbye and follows Eldrath.
As she gives you a little finger wave as you walk out the door.
Just as they step outside the door, Arthrax will start whispering to Eldrath, I may have an idea for that scroll. We can charm one of the cultists and see what they know.
Possible.
Could give us a lead that we don't have yet.
I'm gonna hold off just a little bit longer on using this scroll.
He nods as he also knows that he's going to be doing some work for tonight, not much sleep.
Let's go.
Alright.
All right. As you all make your way back into the heart of town. Jesse, Olia, and Cassidy are sitting at a table with Aldrich at the slanted cupboard, having just learned of a very vital piece of information concerning Cassidy's history, backstory, as well as plans for the future. As Aldrich is sitting next to you with a very stern expression, as he pats your hand and, are you all right? I didn't mean to upset you with this knowledge.
No, it's all right. You said some true stuff there. I just gotta process it all. But yeah, then you're saying that a little bit north of Waterdeep is where I gotta go. Then, and she looks around to Olia and Jesse. Once I take care of some other business first, I think I'll mosey on over and see what I can find. I appreciate it. And she will take the last of the whiskey, pour a shot, and just hand it to Eldrick. For the info and for your friendship. She's obviously had one too many.
He pats you on the shoulder as he takes the glass and tips his head back, putting it right down his gullet, letting out a loud exhale as he comes back for air. Oh, well, I look out for my guards and I look out for my friends, and I would count you as a friend, Cassidy.
Much appreciated. Damned, I wish I had your constitution.
Well, it comes with being a dwarf. And or liquor a little bit better than the rest of you.
I'm trying. Just give me enough practice and I can get you.
There is always plenty of time for practice. But I must go. I am needed elsewhere for a game of cards. So I will see you all tomorrow.
Best of luck.
As he gets up and, with a little bit of a stumble, manages to make his way out of the tavern. Just as Arthrax leads Eldrath in to the slanted cupboard.
Well, there you are. Thought you lost your way.
I'll mention that Eldrath now has used the Mask of Many Faces to look like his caravan self.
No, we just had to make a extra stop, was all.
you all, if you could roll perception for me.
All of us.
Jesse, specifically Jesse, Olia, and Cassidy.
We all rolling perception?
Yes.
All three of you.
My character sheet is not loading.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Perception.
Perception.
Cassidy is deep in drink.
What?
Wow.
I was on the wrong page.
Ah.
I was on the bio page, and
can't
well, I
see
left that empty. So, oops. Perception,
this is-
you said, right?
Yes, please.
This is what happens.
Nat one.
Wow.
You all,
No one cared. No one paid attention.
you
No
are
one
all
cares.
so drunk.
Mm.
Right now.
Not a single one notices, but that's okay.
Are you all okay?
It's complicated.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm better than good.
I will
Blink,
say
blink, blink, blink.
I will say this is my first time seeing a bunny drunk. It's kind of cute.
Hey, listen here. I can drink you under the table if I wanted to.
I'm sure.
I just don't want to get off the chair right now. Kind of keeping me sitting up. And I like that.
Eldrath wants booze.
Booze.
Easily done.
All right. She, Cassidy pulls out her little flask. What you want?
Oh, jeez.
Want some wine?
Surprise.
Got some Melvin wine. Got my own brand of whiskey and some beers.
I'm good. I'm gonna be working tonight.
Working? You can, what do we got? What the hell are you gonna be gardening?
He leans against the table and lowers down to a whisper. I'm gonna be up on the rooftop, and I'm gonna try and watch for the cultists' caravan. See if they do anything different this time.
Oh. And she has whiskey breath.
He pulls back and just goes, "Oh man."
I gotcha. And she kind of gives an exaggerated wink. All right, you boy, come, Elspeth or whatever, come here. And she will. It's terrible to be a chaser for whiskey. Probably the wine. She'll go ahead
Probably
and
the wine.
she'll go ahead and drag out some runes, and she'll notice that it takes her more than a couple of times. It's like, I forgot my password, damn it, and she just keeps doing it again.
I forgot my password for my wine.
I got my mind passwords not working. Damn thing, the touch thing don't work on.
Oh, just staring, just trying to understand why or what.
She finally
Rabbit is doing.
She finally finishes it up, and she takes her flask and she starts like pouring into like a empty like stein or something that's nearby, and she just like. The thing makes like what, a gallon of wine?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the alchemy jug, yes.
Yeah. So she's like pouring it, and it obviously goes up to the top, and there's more in the glass than there would have been in the flask, and she just like pumps it up in front of Eldrath. There you go. Drink up. I think I'll get some
3
too.
long gulps.
She'll grab another like empty glass. This one probably has like a little bit of whiskey in it, and she doesn't notice, and she just.
Arthrax just sighs as he watches all this and goes, "Okay, you all have fun and happy hangovers. I'm gonna go ahead and start working."
Yeah.
As you are getting up from the table, Arthrax,
Hmm?
you see Zir making his way down the stairs. Behind him is a robed figure, fully covered from head to toe, and maybe only a few feet tall. As Zir walks up to you. Hey guys. So I've been talking to Nock, and I've learned some things that make me a little nervous. He do you remember that half elf? What's his name again? Anders?
Yeah.
Nock describes somebody like him at Dragonspear. Somebody who was involved with the attack on the temple. And I was thinking about it, and I don't remember him at the beginning of this journey. And I'm trying really hard, and I can't remember him being there at the beginning.
So what do you plan on doing then?
Well, I've been thinking it over, and I'm going to take my horse and ride ahead with Nock to Waterdeep. I think that Anders, I think he joined up with the cult caravan after he helped destroy the temple. And with that in mind, I don't feel like Nock is safe anywhere near him. And you could see anger flash in his eyes for a second. I can't let anything happen like that again. I feel like I could be out there doing more with the Harpers to prevent this kind of stuff. I need to find the other temples and protect them, prepare them for any possible attack from the cult.
He holds out his hand for the key and just goes, well, pass me the key and get going then. Won't be long
he hands
until
you
we're falling behind.
As he hands you the key and holds your hand and shakes it. Yeah, I better not waste any time.
Hey,
He says
Zir.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Zir, you're a good kitty.
You're a good bunny. Is that okay to say? I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work. And her head just like hits the table.
Oh,
They're a little out of it tonight.
Yeah, I can. He looks over at everybody and then centers in on Jesse as he walks over and he holds out his hand. I think probably be best if I give this to you.
Jesse holds out their hand to accept whatever it is.
As he places it in your hand, a brooch pin in the shape of a harp.
Mm.
When you get to Waterdeep, look for this symbol, show it to them, and ask for me. And they'll lead you to me.
Okay. And Jesse looks at it and then take him sort of by the forearm, pull him in for a manly hug. Because Jesse's dude.
man.
It's a little bit awkward. There's definitely a little more squish to those pecs. But Jesse will give him a tight hug and just sort of good luck out there. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I can do that. Gotta take care of me, otherwise who's gonna take care of, the boy?
Mm.
You protect him, okay?
Yeah. He reaches back into his bag and pulls out some folded papers.
Oh no.
I know that we there were things in these papers that were... He gets a very long stare. Traumatizing.
If you want me to
But-
fireball them, just ask.
No, I reread the letters, and I've been thinking. It was pretty apparent that Frulum really had deep feelings for Resmir. But the thing is, the more I read these letters, I feel like Resmir had feelings for Frulum. I don't know if that's something that you can use, but as he hands the papers to you, Jesse, maybe some use can come from them.
Okay, yeah, I'll look them over and see what I can do.
As he looks at all of you and gives a big cat smile. Hey guys, don't worry about it. Where I'm from, we have a saying that it's never really goodbye. It's just until next time. So, until next time.
Dear.
Until next time.
Eldrath stands up, kind of stiffly. He takes 2 small steps towards Zir, and then he embraces him. And very softly, in a whisper, and in Draconic, he says, "Fly well, land safe, brother." That's it. Let him go.
Give you a pat on the back, and alright, got a lot of ground to cover. And he calls over to Nock, who perks up and runs over to him. Everybody, till I see you next time.
Wait long for the day.
Cassidy raises her head and just gives like a weak salute.
Till next time, my friend.
He takes Nock by the hand and leaves the tavern. Zir has left the party.
He sighs and goes, "Well, that was unexpected."
I think I'm going to have another drink and retire.
Rex starts heading to the room to shut the door. Is there a window to our room, by the way?
Yes, there is a window to your door, to your room.
Is it big enough for him to crawl out of?
With a little squeeze, sure.
All right, in that case, he's gonna take off the beard, take off the hat, and with the low squeeze, as you mentioned, he's gonna squeeze out of the window and crawl up the wall to the rooftop.
All right. Mind you, it is still slightly light out at the moment,
Yeah.
so I will need a stealth check from you.
Alrighty. Yep. Woo!
What stealth?
All right.
Mighty spider.
So you were able to climb up to the rooftops of Daggerford and
Starts.
to think you're
He
unseen.
starts. Yep. He starts jumping from roof to roof to head to where the carts are to keep a watchful eye on the cultist cart.
All right.
Starts web slinging. Oh wait.
That doesn't work anymore. No shit.
believe-
I thought I had this right.
He's lamenting the loss of his Uncle Glenn.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Arthur X tries to jump across the gap in the street. He's like, "What up, Danny?" That's what's up.
Ugh.
All right. Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
All right.
Also, I apologize in advance for my squeaky chair.
It's okay, I got one too.
No. Squeak, squeak.
Just squeaky in general.
All right. With that investigation check, you are able to spot where the cultist had set their caravan in the caravan parks. Guards are walking about the area. There are several other wagons, carts, carriages, several livestock that are just, sitting around grazing, waiting for their time to depart, as their owners are often Daggerford, spending lots of money as the local community enjoys.
So I don't see the leading elf around the cart as well.
With that investigation check, I'm going to say no. However, if you would like to keep an eye out for him and look about, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception.
Now that you're in a city with a lot of people, it's a little bit hard to tell, who is who. As one thing you remember about Anders is that even though he is distinct in how he has interacted with you, his appearance is very, average. You look around and you see people with the same kind of auburn hair, but they're a human or an elf. They're not a half-elf. They don't have the beard. They don't have that same kind of stature and stance that he does. They don't have the same nose. It's just you're not able to spot him, unfortunately, in the crowd as it is.
And he'll just sit tight and keep an eye out.
All right. Everybody else, what do you have plans for the evening?
Well, apparently I got more drunk than I realized. Except not one.
It's mostly because of Cassidy. Cassidy just kept passing out drinks.
Yeah. And
Blame the
I
bunny,
kept
sure.
making the excuse, you know what? We just got here from a fucking 2-month trip. Yeah, fuck it, load me up.
Where are you gonna have the opportunity again?
Someone can't handle their drink.
Shut up! I don't usually drink.
I
Right.
can
As,
drink you over the
Special
table.
occasion.
As you were
Very
all chatting with each other, a wolffolk sits down next to Jesse.
Ooh.
Kind of leans his head into his hand and props his elbow up on the table and looks at you. Well, this is
Hi.
a change. And you look over and you see Crick.
Oh.
Oh. Oh,
This is gonna be so fun.
shit. Hi, Craig.
This is
Hey.
funny. The fact that you're drunk and I'm sober.
Hey. It's just
Kinda
like.
breaks- oh my god, that is funny. Oh, I should not be laughing.
Wait, you're drunk?
Oh, who would never
I-
guessed?
I don't know. Yeah, you handled it well.
Yeah. Easy there.
Oh,
Craig, I'm sorry you have to see me like this. I just.
It's okay. You've seen me way worse, so I think we're all right there.
Listen, she's like struggling internally on how much she wants to say in this moment. Like, but like, listen, you're a good wolf, Craig. I want you to know that. I know.
Tail starts wagging.
Oh no.
I know you've been through a lot, and I'm so sorry. But don't give up, okay? Like just try to be a good boy. I know you can. I know you can do it.
Wow, you really are. Okay. How about we go get you a tankard of water, and we go take a walk. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'll bring them back. Don't worry.
And Cassidy gives a shaky thumbs up. Water sounds like a good idea. Hoppy, get me some water, would you?
As the automaton just kind of clunks its way over to the bar, and Beryl just looks down at it. Well, hey there. What would you like? As it just makes a kind of a bruxing noise at her, and it's like,
Get
whiskey?
a tankard of water and put it on his head.
All right. Goes and dips a tankard into a barrel, pulls out a nice mug of water, and gently places it on Hopalong's head. Hold on, I gotta roll dexterity for.
Oh no.
She has commoner stats, so
Oh, no.
5. She tries to balance it, and it just falls over. And she tries to catch the glass, or the mug, but water goes over Hop. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. As she grabs a bunch of rags and just starts mopping. Oh, is it all right if he gets wet? Is that a problem, or is it something we got?
He's gotten worse. He's got blood splattered on him. He had poop water on him once. He's a tough bunny. He'll be fine. Just you don't have it on him now, so you can wash him with the rags. It's okay. Just try again.
Yeah, all right.
Usually ears, they can kind of hug it as you know. You can bend them a little bit. You can hug the mug on the top of the head. It'll work.
All right. With that, she's going to roll with advantage as she holds the mug up to Hopalong's ears, and the ears just, with scary precision, just go and just latch onto the mug. Well, don't that beat all? As Hopalong, not hopping this time, but kind of tilting back onto 2 little casters and just moving forward slightly, so as to not spill the water.
I'm glad I put them rollers in. Good boy, Hoppy. And she'll just like pat at his general area and then grab the water and like drink it down. Yeah. Need a couple more of them. Oh, ow. A couple more of these and then I'll probably just lay down. What are you gonna do, Olia? Olia?
Dirk, did you mute yourself?
Ollie is passed out drunk.
I was
Oh
gonna say,
no!
I'm already out at the table.
I'm all alone at the table!
No, Oli is such a champ. He just falls asleep with his eyes open and his hands still holding a mug.
Wow.
That's the creepiest damn thing I ever did see.
Except you just hear a little.
Oh God.
It's like
Oh,
Gandalf
no, he's gonna
sleeping.
attack.
It's like Gandalf sleeping with the Eye of Sauron.
Wow.
Oh, poor.
Just open eyes. Everybody's just like, oh, he's awake.
Seriously, Dirk,
yeah.
are you there?
Oh no.
I think he's
no.
actually dead.
Oh no.
Did I die?
Oh, there you are.
Oh
Welcome
shit, the
back.
one moment I say I'm not talking, I'm supposed to talk. Shit. Sorry, somebody just came in. What? What?
Oh, just wondering what you were gonna be doing for the rest of the night.
I'm just gonna sit here. You could see kind of this dejected look on his face. Like, he was talking tonight, but he just wasn't pushing much to talk.
Can Cassidy try an insight on that?
Sure, I guess. I mean,
Go ahead and roll insight. We'll just gauge how well you do here.
All right, we'll see.
oh.
Well, it ain't at the liquor talking.
The international man of mystery that is only a craftsman.
Man of might, but not a man of words. Anyway.
You're a real thick book, ain't you?
Hey, I do what I can for others. Don't really.
It's hard to read, but you could hold up a table pretty well.
Yeah. Well, anything I can for you guys.
Yeah. You're a good kitty.
Man, do I look like a kitty?
I don't know anymore.
Have a good night.
I think I'm gonna, yeah. And she slumps herself over on top of Hoppy and just like gets on top of him rather sloppily and like, come on, boy, let's get up and put me into bed and don't laugh at me.
Oh, rest well, you two.
She gives a weak thumbs up and Hoppy just again uses the casters because heaven forbid you want to hop with the drunk bunny on your back.
The stairs are going to be murder.
She may actually have to get off of Hoppy and just do like the hands and feet up the stairs,
Crawl of shame.
Crawl of shame.
No.
Crawl of shame. That was some hard ass whiskey today.
I'm reliving my college years right now.
Oh,
That was the last
Anyway.
for me.
It's a good thing Arthrax is not here and drunk right now.
But moving over to Crick and Jesse. Jesse, Crick just takes you on a light stroll, kind of showing a couple of spots in Daggerford. He has been to Daggerford before and knows a couple of the kind of the cool spots to hang out, some of the nicer taverns, as well as interesting spots. Eventually, though, he leads you to a spot on the dock where you can see the river that leads into the Sea of Swords, and in the distance, the sun is dipping just below the horizon. And best for last, as he leans against the fence and looks out over the river into the ocean.
Jesse is probably still drinking that water, but does their best to keep steady. Not accustomed to drinking heavily, trying to keep it cool, but makes their way to the fence as well. Kind of leans over as well, just kind of.
You are able to note that Crick is obviously sober, and has likely been sober for some time, and his eyes have a different kind of clarity to them. You note that his face is a little more serious, but he's had a little bit of a grin when he's been talking with you, kind of enjoying your drop in decorum a little bit, but has been more or less a perfect gentleman as much as he can be with his abrasive nature sometimes.
Yeah.
This is my it's like my favorite spot in Daggerford. Like whenever we stop here, they always end the day here.
Yeah, this is real pretty. God, I'm so sorry you have to see me like this. This is not normal for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, as he kind of holds out his hands, this isn't really normal for me. So, first for everybody, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I know you know about me. I know you figured that out real quick. And I want you to know it's not for anything bad. Like
No. I get it. You guys are, if I had to guess, you're probably like secret spies. Something really cool like that.
I kind of think about it. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of weird things going on with the group this time around. You guys are kind of weird, but you guys have been cool.
Kind of gets into a giggle fit. We're less weird than you think. Most of us, when you get to know us, I promise.
Wow, you've been better at the job than I've been the last couple of weeks, so.
I wanted, because like part of her really wants to tell him what happened, right? Like, but she doesn't know if she's the right one to deliver that news, or if.
Yeah. He kind of looks over, and he is actually going to insight you, and he's actually not horrible at insight, believe it or not.
Do I need to roll anything?
If you're trying to cover up your feelings, you can use deception.
Okay. I'm assuming since I'm drunk, this will be a disadvantage.
For you, yes.
Okay.
Aw.
5.
He rolled a 25.
Holy shit!
That's like high level rolls.
It's on to your soul.
As he sees you, and he kind of struggling, and he reaches over and like wraps an arm around your shoulder and pulls you in. Like, hey. Fern and I talked.
Did she tell you everything?
Yeah.
Like what actually happened?
About Scout? Yeah. And
Was that the name of the
yeah.
the person she went to bed with?
Yes.
Okay. That question was out of character. But... Oh my god. I wanted to tell you. I didn't know if it was right. I wanted to like help. I don't know. She cares about you a lot. She really does.
I care about her. It's
And you do, and like it's just it was a really fucking weird circumstance, and you didn't deserve to have that put on you, like. But like.
well, look, Fern needed me, and I wasn't there. That's a fact, and I can't deny it. And while I understand why you guys didn't tell me out of respect for Fern, I can't help but feel a little angry, maybe, that you didn't.
That's totally fair. I'm sorry. I really wanted
No.
to. I just.
It's fine, honestly. Anger is something I'm way too comfortable with lately, and I'm really going to try to change that.
And
I've had a lot of
Go ahead.
I've had a lot of time to think about things.
And she just kind of reaches for his paws and his hands and just goes, "Look, I believe in you. I really do. I do. Like I said at the bar, I think you are a good wolf at heart. And I want nothing but the best for you and for Fern. You're both really good people. You're both really good folk."
Yeah. And then I fucked it up by drinking like all the time. So
It's
I
you can't look. You're not the only one who's had a drinking problem. Like you cannot put the weight of the world on your own shoulders. Like the important thing here, the important thing is that you are learning. Like you want to improve yourself. That's the important part. You realize what's important now. And you want to do everything you can to make it right. And that's something that not everyone gets to. That's a point that not everyone reaches. So for that, I am so proud of you.
Thanks. I feel like I've been letting a lot of people down lately, so that's good to hear. I kind of thought about it and realized that I've been drinking a lot because I don't want to dream. I just want to sleep. Because if I dream, then I see her face, my mother's. And it just was a lot. Like, I don't remember her. I just remember this beautiful face with tears running down as somebody else pulled her away. And I've had to relive that moment in dreams so much. I just...
At this point, Jesse is very much tearing up and like on the verge of drunk ugly crying. like just oh my god, I had no idea, and I'm so sorry. I really am. Listen, I know there's no magic in the world or in any of the Is it regular knowledge that there are multiple planes of existence?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just want to make sure. I know there's no magic in any of the planes that can just undo that and bring her back. I wish there was, but if there's anything I can do to help at all, please do not be afraid to ask. Okay? From one wolf to another. Like,
you know what's kind of funny, actually?
what?
As he kind of points a finger at your white dyed fur.
Mm-hmm.
With your fur like that, you kind of look like her, which is a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie.
Oh my god.
When I first saw you, somebody punched me square in the face. It was very alarming.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay. If this. Oh. Okay. You already know what's going on with me. Okay. She's like. Dusty is just like going back and forth, head in hands, head up, like just like you. Okay. You already know, like, you've already known for a while that something's been up with us. I don't know how obvious it is. If it has a smell, I don't smell it anymore. I've gone nose blind to it. But this, don't tell anyone yet. But this, I'm not actually this color fur.
He kind of goes a little bit quiet as he looks you over. And just like, so what color is it?
Like a dark color. It's like close to black. I never really thought about it. It's just blackish. Like a dark gray. It's theater. It's like theater dye pigment stuff. We picked it up before we got on the caravan to help hide.
Pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah,
He kind of takes a step back and like frames his hands up a little bit, and charcoal will be a good look on you. Be a good color.
When what I have to do is done, I would love nothing more than to let you see the real me. Like, you deserve that.
I think I am getting the real you.
Shut up.
Oh god.
As fact that you're, kind of stumbling over your words here a little bit, and you're
Shut
acting a
up.
little bit silly, and
Shut up.
Aw.
Just head in the hands,
So
giggling
adorable.
over the edge of the railing.
hey, all seriousness, I am happy to share this moment as he points to the horizon as the sun starts dipping down.
And Jesse kind of leans in close and wraps their arm around Crick and says, I'm really glad to share it too.
And we
Thank
will
you. Thank you for thank you for this.
we will fade there.
Fade to black.
I was gonna say, from my perspective, do I see all this?
No.
Damn.
That was like,
Orthorex spies on.
we went for a
Oh
walk.
no.
Like this is not like next to the tavern. We went for a walk.
Damn, no blackmail. Okay.
Oh
you.
come on.
Fuck you.
Still gotta get that 1,000 gold.
I know you mean that like I know you mean that in jest. I don't like, but still, fuck you.
That is a good spot to take a break here. We'll
Yeah.
take a little bit of a bio break for everybody. Be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, speaking of water, I could use some. I'll be right back.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
We're all
Everyone's
thirsty.
thirsty for the water.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We're gonna just take a. Oops.
I'm gonna be having a little chocolate break. Honestly, it's Valentine's Day and my mom is... Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if I muted this mic or the Discord mic. Anyway, I guess I'll do this for a second, but my mom was very nice and gave me a little thing of chocolates. Did that for my brother too. Very nice of her. Oh, and of course, my dad. That'd be terrible if she didn't. But, oh, my camera's here. I need to get used to that. Alright, so, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like unboxing it. Like, I don't want to do, like, some unboxing thing, but I just wanted to say, like, I'm gonna take a break to eat some of these chocolates. Maybe I'll do it off camera. If I feel like it, I will maybe show y'all some. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break. We'll be right back, unless they say otherwise.
Hey, yo.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey, welcome back. Welcome back to you. You probably never left.
I did not.
You were here all along.
Yes.
So was I,
Try.
funnily enough. But I don't know.
I was just like, all of Duff's characterizations. I'm like, yeah, I've been that. With that drunk, yeah, I've been that drunk. I've been that level. I was like, I can totally, copacetic. We're like, this is synergy right now. This was what I used to be sometimes. So
I wasn't kidding when I said that I've done the crawl of shame before. That was not a
Okay.
good night.
this is a good time for me to share a personal story.
Uh-oh.
Before you do that,
oh.
before you do that,
I-
in regards to your thoughts on my performance, I've never been drunk.
That makes it even more impressive.
It was very well done.
Very well done.
That was entirely just the
You have
best
observed
improv I
well.
could manage.
You have observed well.
I've
Learned your
been to
lessons.
a lot of furry cons.
That'll
Yeah,
do
that
it.
helps. That helps.
Okay.
That will certainly-
Oh wait, you
Continue with
didn't
your story,
jump Crick, so that doesn't count.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Crick is a gentleman. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
I didn't say Crick would jump. Jessica, I said Jessica
Would not
jump
take
Crick.
advantage of somebody in that situation. Are you crazy? He's a much better person than that.
Even if I
course.
did, he probably would have refused on account of me being drunk.
Problem.
But that is absolutely out of character for Jessica.
So the true story is I live in Washington State, and they had recently, well, of course, obviously, recently within the last few years, of course, legalized marijuana, and I refused to take part of it. And the reason is because I actually had an experience with THC. This was back in 2010, and I was visiting some friends actually in the Netherlands, which is a beautiful country, by the way. And we had gone over to Amsterdam, and of course, you can get anything and everything in Amsterdam, sometimes whether you like it or not. And there was a bar. There was basically a quote unquote coffee bar that sold quote unquote space cakes. They were basically little small pound cakes with THC in them. So that would be my first experience with anything like that. And everyone had basically said, okay, if you're gonna do this, you need to be observed. You can't do this alone. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So later on that night, we're staying at my friend's house. We were watching some movie, and they said, okay, you want to give it a shot? And I said, sure. So I went ahead and took a bite of the space cake. I waited. Nothing. Didn't take a big enough bite. Nope, no, still nothing. Okay, the whole thing in. What nobody had told me was like, there's a slow absorb, but you needed to like stretch that out. So about, I'd say, an hour later or so, somebody says, "Hey, Tazel," and I turned, and I was watching the movie, and I turned my head, and I swear at that moment I could see both at the same time. The movie was playing over my friend's face, and I was hearing the movie come from a friend, and I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, the space cakes just hit him." And now, so I was like, and I don't remember what I had done there, but they basically said, okay, you need to go upstairs and sleep this off. Now, one thing you should know about the Netherlands, the homes there, they're very narrow, and the stairs are very narrow. If you've ever seen me in person, you know I am not very narrow. I am very wide and deep.
You're not that wide.
For the purposes of this story, I was too wide for the stairs.
Okay, fair, but don't.
But the idea being was that the stairs would have like maybe a 45, 60 degree incline. These things were honestly like 80-degree incline, right? It almost went like straight up to me. So that's the whole thing where I had Cassidy like going up, like hands and knees on the stairs. That was me going up those stairs. The thing was, while I was going there, I distinctly remember the stairs stretching out into heaven.
I was just gonna say, is it like
What we
Doctor
bop-
Strange? Like everything starts folding in and out of itself.
It's more like Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Oh my.
The
You remember
infinite
that scene?
staircase. Yep.
You
Oh, I
remember
know
that
it
scene?
well.
It was just like stepping in place. Only I wasn't stepping in place. I was slowly climbing, but it looked like I had miles to go. And I eventually get up to the landing, and then I look over, and like the bedroom door is this giant arch that's across this desert of shag carpet. And I'm like, I can't get there. And I just fell asleep right at the landing. I didn't even make it to the bedroom. They asked me like what I remembered the next day, and I said not a damn thing. They had to tell me all of this, but yeah, don't do drug, kids.
I have a very unusual like personality switch when I drink.
Mm-hmm.
I think Duff has seen me drunk once. I think when we played, I think we were playing.
ERG.
Yeah, it was Deep Rock Galactic. That's right. And I got pretty drunk that time, and I was only like singing like shanties and stuff, which is like kind of par for the course for me. But there was a time when at a convention, I think it was Furry Connection North, which I helped run, and it was the last day, so it was the day that I got to cut loose, and somebody brought me like 100 proof whiskey or something, and I just started drinking that, and it was fantastic. Now I have long hair, and it has gone in different lengths throughout my years. At this point, it was probably at its second longest, where it went down to the small of my back.
Oh wow.
So I have a very strict rule that I don't let people stylize my hair. I just don't like it. That rule went out the window when I started drinking.
Yep.
So,
Ashley.
it started with just, a couple of the girls who were like, "You have really nice hair. We would like to style your hair." And I was like, "No, okay." And
No, okay, I love that.
I don't know how it happened, but there were chopsticks nearby, and they tied my hair up into a Chinese bun with chopsticks. And I don't know why, but in my head, I made the connection to The Mikado by Gilbert and Sullivan. And I just started walking down the halls, singing at the top of my lungs, "Three Little Maids from School Are We." Don't know why I thought this was a great idea, but soon people were coming out of the hallways and looking at me like, "What is going on? Who is this person?" And then they saw the staff badge, and they all just walked away. Well, we can't complain to anybody because that's the person who we would complain to.
Oh no.
Somebody reined me in shortly after, but it was definitely one of those moments where my normal reserved nature just kind of went like, "Bye, bitch."
Wow.
Yeah, like whenever I'm high or drunk, like my insecurities just disappear, and I'm more open to things.
Brings out the best of us and the worst of us at the same time.
Sure does. Yeah. I have two of those stories in the past year that made me really rethink things, but yeah.
I've had to cut back drinking quite a bit.
Same.
I'll be honest. My first experience with people being really drunk was at conventions, like Megaplex. Well, specifically Megaplex, because it's the only convention I've ever been to. I started going around 2010. I was only like 18, 19 years old. And it was seeing people that I knew, friends of mine, and the way they behaved when they were really fucking, furry-con drunk, that, like, I just kind of reached the conclusion that I don't want to end up like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Like, they didn't look like they were having fun. They didn't look comfortable. Like, there was at least one instance where a friend of a friend was so drunk, they spent the entire time I was hanging out watching TV with my friend in their hotel room. They spent the entire time I was there moaning into the toilet.
Well, I got a story for you about that. Yeah, like the crawl of shame reminds me of something like that. Like, I had this recently. This was like 2 months ago. My last big binge was like, I hadn't gone out and done any partying since I was in college. It was like a couple, like 6 months, I'd say, since I'd last done anything. And I was just, out of college thinking, oh, I'm on the top of the world of this. Like, I could do anything. I could drink whatever. And so, my friend from college was like back in town for like the weekend or whatever, and he was staying at a friend's house, and they invited me over to like do something there, and then go to like one of the local clubs, which I'd never been like clubbing before. I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. And I thought, okay, what do we do to drink for a club? Do we drink everything before? Do we drink things there? And so what happens was, like, at the beginning of it, I just go all in thinking, gotta drink everything beforehand. They're gonna make you pay like $20 for a drink or something like that. And so we were like pre-gaming, and I was the one that just went too hard and went, okay, I got this, totally. This is what make me have a lot of fun. By the time we get to like the club, I am like downing a whole like another drink. I think I had like 4 or 5 before I even got to the club, and I was on the 5th one, just downing this whole thing as we're in line to get into the club. We spent like another hour there and completely letting loose, and I'm like the one guy who's like absolutely just going crazy on the stage, just like tried to be all seductive looking, or just tried to party like white girl wasted type. And by the time it nearly hits midnight, I think we were there for like 2 or 3 hours at that club, I was just like sitting by the bathroom, but still feeling normal, like not like sick yet. But my friend looked at me and goes, "You need to go home." And I was like, "Wait, what?" Sure, I guess. And so he walks me home. I think I'm gonna be fine. I thought it was just gonna be, I'm just gonna wake up with a slight hangover or whatever. Just a fun night. 2 hours pass, and it hits me like a semi-truck. Like, my gut just felt like everything was on fire.
Were you not hydrating that whole time?
Unfortunately, not enough, barely. And so I remember I had maybe had like a very small meal beforehand or something, and I just remember going out to my backyard. This is at my parents' house, and just we had these little steps in the backyard, and I did this crawl shame up into like the corner of the backyard and just let loose. And it was something that felt like it went on for like an hour, 2 hours.
The ones that feel like they come from your heels.
Yes, the ones that just you feel like your life's been changed. You don't know what's gonna happen next. I remember, like, by that 3rd hour, then I just vaguely remember just crawling back to my bed, and then waking up in there being like, "Oh God, this is a terrible mess." And for the next 3 days, this had never happened to me before, or no. But for like the next 3-4 days, I was like sick to the point where I could barely eat. I couldn't even hold down a full meal until like that following Wednesday or whatever. Could only slightly eat crackers. And the worst part was that following morning that I had the hangover, I was streaming a visual novel, and the visual novel just had massive amounts of drinking. It felt like I relived the whole thing again, and it was just the worst combination of
no.
things that just it hit like a breaking point for me of like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. I have like as also starting a new job at the same time. Like everything was just emotionally building up in me, and that is kind of the story of how I stopped streaming a lot lately. And so it's like, yeah, that was my big build-up story, I guess. So didn't know if I had to share all of that, but yeah.
Nah, you're fine.
Drink
It-
responsibly, kiddos.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have the novelty of drinking stopped when I was like 25, when hangovers started becoming more prevalent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm close to
After
that.
that, it was like, I think I'm done.
Yeah, like this was
I've never,
right before I turned 24, so it's like learned.
I've never had a hangover. I mean, for obvious reasons, but not keen on trying one out.
No, they
Good call.
they put you through the ringer.
Yeah, I
Yes.
wouldn't mind. Like, I'm not against a little bit of drinking, like socially. You know, like someone invites me out to a whiskey bar or something, I'd have a drink. But like, I'm not gonna
Shit-faced.
booze it up. You know.
Oh, you're not gonna game like play all those like beer pong or whatever.
No, I am not the kind to drink competitively. Let's put it that way.
And that's what I used to
Good
be,
plan.
and that's what got me in that situation because we were
Oh,
doing
God.
like those games
Yeah.
that night, and
Beer pong was a
Another-
serious game amongst my friends. Like it got intense.
we had
Like-
that.
Yeah.
We had
Beer
We had
pong
the ace
made me
pool.
hallucinate.
When you if you ace the guy, if somebody was holding a cup while they were trying to shoot, like they had their regular drink and then they had the drinks that they had to take off the table, right?
oh yeah.
So we had an ace rule that if you threw the ball into their into the drink that was in their hand,
Personal.
they had to chug the whole drink.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and we learned that that was a really good way to force somebody to quit. So we just started getting really good at acing people's drinks.
I never seen anybody do
Oh,
that
that's
strategy.
funny.
But I mean, we had a
That's
game kind of
funny.
like that where it was called Rage Cage. Like, of course, we had beer pong, but we didn't go as hard with that. But Rage Cage was basically just a game where it's like you'd have two people side by side trying to bounce a ball into a cup, and like you pass it to your left, and so it's basically a game of passing this cup around to the left, and you have to stack it on top of the person to your left before they get it in. So basically, like that basketball game Knockout, but for drunk people.
Oh my god.
And oh my
As-
goodness, people would corner you like that. Like there would be some times where you may not lose the final game or like lose on the final cup, but like the process there, you'd be drinking nearly half of those cups because like you have the same people cornering you up and bringing it back to like the person who's before you if they made
Oh,
the
jeez.
shot on the first one. Yeah.
Oh
Speaking of hangovers,
yeah.
the next day.
Oh, you're gonna have a good one. You're gonna have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yes, continue. All right. Is everybody ready to get back going?
I think so.
Yep.
All right. Kill the chill vibes.
No,
Oh,
Enter the fantasy vibes.
I'm always fantasy.
Sad I can't hear the vibes.
We need the fantasy spy vibes.
Bye bye.
All right.
Spy spider.
Yes, going back to Jan Arthurax Raylo in the
Hello.
hanging out at the caravan caravan wagons, looking to see if they can spot Anders. Go ahead, good sir, and give me another perception check. We'll see if you spot him this time around.
Woo!
Well.
Nice.
So as you are, perched in your spot up on the rooftops, looking over into the caravan yards, you can spot kind of an odd-looking man walking up to the caravans. He's wearing what looks like a knitted wool cap over his head and a silken scarf around his neck. Next to him are two guards, both in chainmail, carrying longswords. Even with that role, you do not spy any insignia on them at all, signifying any loyalty or for a specific faction or anything of that nature. They just appear to be private guards.
You're
Yes,
roboting just a little bit right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, am I?
Interrupt.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
kind of
I
robot.
wasn't sure that was just my
I thought it was
headphones.
me.
I was honestly
Oh,
being
no.
quiet because I didn't know it was my either.
It's not you, it's me.
Oh, OBS disconnected.
Oh.
Yeah, I just,
Oh.
your stream just froze up.
Oh no.
Ah! I cursed you with my bad streaming. Or, well, my bad streaming technicalities.
Oh, and it's back, and I have to watch an ad.
Ah!
It's
It just
for
wanted
that-
to
it's
get out,
for that, like,
go away and come back just so you could see an ad. That's
right.
trolling, man. That's
Problem.
OBS
Damn.
troll.
Twitch do a little trolling, but it's also it's an ad for that stupid like gritty reboot of Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh
We're
my
touching-
god.
We're touching that.
Is it the
now.
one where they're
It
dancing?
just
yeah.
threw up in my mouth a bit.
Yeah, it's just called Bel Air, and it's like it's executive produced by Will Smith. It's like what are you doing?
What
That's
if we
not
took
hot. That's
what if we
not
took
hot.
everything that
Gotta
made
put Jaden
you know
in somewhere.
what if we took everything that made Fresh Prince of Bel Air like an amazing show and removed that?
and
and
replaced
then-
it with guns and gangs and drugs.
I was kind of
Pretty much
shocked
a
at the
normal show.
decision. I was like, it's a sitcom that they're turning into a drama, and I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna transfer very well, but good luck.
Like, yeah, there are serious
You
moments
do you, William Smith.
from the hit series YouTube.
All
I'd
right.
watch it only if it was Denzel Washington as Carlton, I think.
It looks like everything is back up and running, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, seems good here.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
that
Sounding
was
good.
weird. But yes, I guess I'll just go back to describing from the beginning. You see a tall male human with a knitted wool cap
Mhm.
over his head and a silken scarf wrapped around his neck. And next to him, you see that there are two guards, humanoid, both in chainmail. You do not, even with that perception check, you are not able to see any insignias or anything like that. Seems that they are private guards. But as they approach, a couple of people that you know are guarding the cult wagons step forward until you hear the familiar bark of Anders as he steps out of one of the wagons and walks forward to the human and shakes their hand. And then he motions over across the yards to one of the taverns, and the two walk over there with the two guards in tow.
Ah. He takes notes of this and starts heading back to the end through the same way he came out, which is gonna be through the window. Try not to wake anybody if anyone's asleep at this point.
Oh, okay. So just going back to the inn then?
Yeah, but it's only so he could grab his disguise, put it back on,
Alright.
even though he hates it.
Disguises.
and-
Go ahead and roll stealth for me to see if you're able to get back in undetected.
I'm good.
Oh. See what not drinking will do for you?
Sobriety. It's the way.
He'll put the disguise back on and head out of the room and head out the door to go to the tavern that they walked into.
You do note that it looks like somebody dragged something through the hallway leading to one of the other rooms.
Ooh. An option. Figure what the fuck this is or go for them. Screw it. I'll see what's been dragged.
As you go ahead and roll survival for me to follow those tracks. All right, as you are able to follow those lines all the way back to the room, and hear the sound of very loud snoring coming from Cassidy's room.
He will quietly, like, with a finger, like, push the door open to take a peek in.
Cassidy, would you have locked the door after entering in a drunken state?
Cassidy would probably have not locked the door because she's not used to being in an inn after being on her own in the wilderness for as long as she has.
All
That
right.
being said, Hopalong is on full, always constant alert.
Oh.
As you push open the door and look into the room, and you see Cassidy kind of splayed out in the bed, one arm and one leg kind of hanging over the side, as they are
Aw.
snoring loudly.
And drooling.
As next to the bed is Hopalong, holding a mug of water and in its ears, and then in its front paws a bucket.
Oh.
As it slowly turns its head to look at you, and its eyes glow ever so slightly redder.
Ooh.
He will slowly step back away from the door.
Oh my god, that's a lot more ominous than I would have imagined.
I mean, the robot has to have glowing red eyes.
I know, but
And he'll just continue his original plan of heading out towards the other end while speaking to himself. Okay, do not mess with a mechanized rabbit. Do not mess with a mechanized rabbit.
I was like, that was a little disconcerting. I'm gonna go over here now.
That is a lot more than my pay grade.
away from that.
Yeah.
As you're
So-
able to do so.
Yep.
Walking down into the tavern level, you do spy Olia at one of the tables, still having a drink.
He stops and just sighs again as he's like, oh my god, these distractions. Walks over to Olia and
Oops.
pats them on the back.
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm surprised you're still awake.
Well, I mean, a lot happened tonight. Lots on my mind.
Something you want to discuss?
I don't know. I don't know how to. How do I know how to say it? But it's just wow. All this is just crazy. Wow. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, it's probably an idea to go ahead and get some rest if that's the case. It'll clear your head a bit more.
Could be a good idea, but sometimes just thinking about let's simmer might be the best idea. I don't know anymore.
Just get some rest, buddy. It'll be better in the morning.
Well, I guess. Thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna check out on a lead I possibly saw. So if I don't return, assume it's the cultist. And then he starts heading toward the door.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
As he exits the door.
Gives a thumbs up and just goes back to drinking.
as Arthrex, you make your way to the tavern that you spotted the two men heading towards.
Mhm. Do I
And
see them in the first floor?
go ahead and roll perception check.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You lost your
Looking
mojo.
around, looking around the crowd, you're having a little trouble spotting for Anders. You're again looking for that auburn hair, and it's just so many people have that same kind of hair. As you kind of look around, sorry, a hiccup just came up out of nowhere there. Sorry,
Everyone
gotta
has the
tame
same
that
hair.
shit.
Jesus.
But go ahead and if you'd like to make a like scope around the room,
Mhm.
I would say roll stealth to for one hide your actions, your motives.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
little better.
and then roll investigation to do a systematic search around the tavern.
Oh.
That's not good.
Hmm.
And roll quick.
You're like the confused Roomba nobody sees.
Quick question. Is there like a unused tankard or something on a table, whether it's an empty table or maybe someone who's passed out that I can just grab and act like I'm part of the scene?
Plenty of mugs in play. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand if you'd like to finesse one into your possession. All right, those mine. You can get your own.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was mine. Apologies.
That's okay. I probably had.
He'll slide it away as they fall back to sleep.
Dana, you may want to check. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's my internet this time.
Ooh. Everyone's having problems.
It is going to be a short session. I did try to mention that. Hopefully, the internet will hold out.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
I believe in you. Internet full of tubes, stuffed with cat videos. I'm old. Sorry. But yeah, you have a mug. You are more or less kind of blended into the crowd as you kind of canoodle around and trying to get a good look at everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't spotted them yet. Do you want to keep looking?
Um, in a way, yes, but I'm gonna go walk up to the barkeep and lean and go, "Excuse me."
Oh, walking up to the bartender.
Yeah, sorry.
Me?
All right. Sorry, I was looking at my my bit rate there for a second. As you walk up to the bartender, a kind of a tall half orc man turns around and looks at you. Hey, what can I get you?
Well, a refill if you don't mind. And did you happen to see a human folk in here wearing like a wool cap and scarf or something?
Go ahead and roll persuasion. Yeah, I think I did see somebody like that. Kind of looks around the room. No, I think I saw him come in with some guy, and then they walk back out. I think they're outside.
Oh, out front or side,
God
back?
damn
Do
it!
you know?
OBS just disconnected again.
Yeah, we
God damn
heard.
it.
Yeah, heard the robot.
Yeah, we were hearing it.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to listen to the context clues as it happens too, so you don't
Damn
have to
it.
fully repeat yourself.
One second, everybody.
Take your time. I'm honestly surprised I'm lasting this long, and I think I'm jinxing it.
Uh-oh. That's why Olia's awake.
I've addressed your chat for you, Data.
Oh yeah, you're awake. You're supposed to be asleep. You're jinxed this.
Oh, you're finally awake. Not this again.
You there! We're not supposed to be here.
Yes. How did I get here? In this beautiful house.
And reconnected.
This is not my beautiful wife. As the days go by.
Calling shenanigans, you're too young to know that song.
It's too good
It's a
though.
Wow.
good song.
Don't
Get
call
out
me
of
too
here.
Ooh.
Don't you boo me,
I
you whippersnappers.
like game tunes.
I have a cane here and I will shake it at you.
Oh, I'm threatened.
Oh wow. I have 3.
Ooh. Fine, you win.
All right. I think we're up now.
Spider folk.
Oof. It's going to be a pain to splice together. All right. Anyway. So yes, he signifies to you, Arthurax, that they are out towards the front is where he last saw them.
Then he'll just set the cut down and go, thank you, my friend. I better go catch him. I have some important business with him.
Kind of waves you off as he passes out another drink to another person.
So we, follow which way the half-orc told him.
As you walk out the front of the tavern and you spy a couple of tables that have been set outside. Very sparse, nothing too fancy, just a couple of tables and easy, simple chairs. And sitting at one of the tables, you do spy Anders with the odd human fellow as they are chatting with each other quietly. And let me roll for Anders. All right. As he looks up, are you still trying to stealth?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. He looks out towards the crowd and then back to his friend and continues his conversation. Very low, hushed tones.
Oh, we're outside, right?
Yep, you are outside. There are people walking past. There are 2 guards in chainmail, and they do have long swords at their side and shields. They are standing near them, seemingly flanking the odd human in the wool cap.
He'll walk around the corner on the opposite direction and is there a lot of people around, or is it like kind of scattered? Like, is there a way he could probably climb the walls to while not be seen?
Man, that's a loaded question.
Sorry.
I mean, there are a fair number of people about. It is getting later into the evening. However, it is not, late night. So there are still people out having drinks, having food, carousing around with others. A couple of people laughing and shouting at each other, singing and dancing in some of the other taverns. So not exactly what I would call sparsely populated, but you're not swimming through a sea of people either.
Okay. If there's a group of people drinking, may I ask how drunk are they?
Let me roll a d20 here. 1 second.
Oh, please, I hope this works.
20 drunk or 20 sober?
Do you know the amazing phenomenon of the woo girls?
Yeah.
There's a crowd of woo girls just
Okay.
hanging out nearby, celebrating. Yes, girl, you're getting married.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh,
Oh,
Um,
Lord.
God.
Oh, no.
Okay, great. He'll see this crowd of woo girls. He'll walk up to them and go, "Hey, do any of y'all want to see a trick?"
As two of the girls just suddenly hang off of your arms, like, oh my god, he's so buff. Look at this. He's got a little bit of a belly though. Look at this. Oh, it's so soft. Look at this.
He
As you,
is trying very hard to not throw them off. He is trying to keep his composure right now.
I feel like we're on a TGI Fridays.
Oh god, yes.
No.
He
I
goes,
want to see a trick. I want to see a trick. You got a trick?
"Yes, my trick is I can climb this wall," as he points to the wall that's right next to them of the tavern.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
I know, but what's crazy is I can do it without my hands. As he wiggles his fingers like he's magic or something.
Oh my god. Betsy, you gotta come see. He's gonna walk the wall. Look, he's gonna walk the walls. And he's gonna do it without his hand. Watch this. Becky, get over here.
We're out of Fridays. Holy
What's
shit.
horrible
Oh
is
my
I do.
God, Becky.
What's horrible is I do hear this shit at work in a casino. It's like, oh,
Oh my god.
You go ahead and roll a just a straight charisma check.
charisma check. Okay.
Oh,
Ironically, a straight charisma check because you are trying to charm a couple of ladies.
Ooh.
Okay, 21's damn good actually. The Woo girls are enamored with you at the moment because you were making. One sec.
Dreamboat Arthurax.
You have
Yes,
wooed
you are.
Oh
them.
god.
You have really
I-
wooed them.
I wish it was men and not women. It's like fuck.
wrong team.
That's why I'm saying I'm trying to keep my composure. It's like, think gay thoughts.
So two of them are a little bit kind of standoffish. You know, they just kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe this guy is just coming up and ruining our night out. I can't believe this. But the other girls, the other six are just kind of like hanging off of you. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this trick. God, oh my god, let's see it.
So he'll walk backwards towards the wall and lifts up a foot to press against the surface. And then
Okay.
And then the next foot. And then slowly starts walking backwards up on the wall.
Go ahead and roll performance to convince people that this is an act.
Okay.
Good.
That's good enough.
Fine.
As you see, several people are now looking up to watch you kind of walk up the side of this building, and they're kind of cheering you on, like, yeah, go, man, do it. And the girls are like, oh my god, Becky, look at him. He is climbing
his
the
butt.
wall. He
And he'll
is
just-
so good at this. Oh my
and
god.
He'll just keep on walking backwards, giving them like a couple of air kisses just to add to the performance.
As two guards walk over, like, what's going on here? And oh my god, officer, you have to look. As they look back up to the wall, and you go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh god, please.
Ooh.
Yes!
Oh, timely.
Dipping,
Oh my
Dipping
god,
over
these
the
rolls,
top.
Arthurax.
dipping over the top of the building, you are unnoticed. As they're like, oh my god, where did he go? He is such a. Did he leave a cup out for like us to put coins in? Like, Becky, look for a hat on the ground.
He takes a moment to breathe to himself. Oh god, I wish that could have gone better.
That's how you make the money.
But he'll slowly crawl himself towards the edge over the human and Anders, and he'll just try and listen into their conversation.
All right, go ahead and roll perception.
Damn it!
Oh. Used up all the good rolls.
For that stupid performance! Fuck!
Why is your performance so high anyway? Like, I don't
Yeah.
even know.
I
That's
don't
so
know.
All right. As you are peeking out over the top, you looking down onto Anders and this companion of his. Can't quite make out what they're saying. There are some, just from the hand gestures that are going between the two, it does seem like they are discussing something that involves, a lot of attention to detail as they're holding up different numbers of fingers, as well as motioning to various spots and making gestures with their hands. But as far as understanding what the conversation is about, you don't know.
Damn. He'll just sit up there and wait a little longer and see if he can catch anything until they start leaving.
All right. As you sit and wait, just pondering as you watch them, before the human in the wool cap stands up and nods his head to Anders and moves back with his two guards, and they head out as Anders sits tightly and holds his mug of ale and takes a sip as his eyes slowly start looking upward.
He'll slide his head back.
What are you going to do? You're at the top of the building and you have pulled your head back.
Part of me wants to check and see if he's put his head back down, but then again, he would probably see me. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and slowly crawl backwards and use the rooftops to head back to the inn.
All right. As you're doing so, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Now? Really?
So as you are moving along the roof of the building, you occasionally peek down into the road just to see if there's anything that needs to be brought to your attention. And you spy that Anders is walking through the street. He seems to be trying to avoid detection as he has his hood up and he has his cloak around his shoulders, and he is starting to move a little bit more purposeful.
I will follow him.
All right. As you start to follow after him, he heads back towards the yards, and as he steps into the caravan yards, he pauses and turns around and looks up at the buildings.
Damn it. I quickly drop on all hands and knees to avoid any detection, but I will slowly peek my head out to check and see if he's still watching.
He is standing there with his arms crossed, looking up at the line of the rooftop.
What are you
Doesn't
waiting
move from
for?
his position.
I I won't move either. I'm just gonna stare and wait.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check for him. As you get a faint whiff of tobacco smoke, and chance a peek over, and see that he has started to smoke a rolled paper cigarette.
Ew.
And is still standing there with his arms crossed, looking up at the roof line.
Does this ass see me? Like, granted, it should not be
Do
hard to
you
see.
really want to test that?
I mean, granted, it should not be that hard to see a fat man on the roof for some reason, but still. He will slowly sink his head back and I'm actually gonna try and crawl to another rooftop and see if there's any difference on his sight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
No!
Oh,
Oh!
No.
As you are trying to move over to the next rooftop, you accidentally kick over a can of pitch that has been sitting at the side, a bucket of pitch that clanks and clatters over, spilling a whole bunch of wet, sticky, tar-like substance.
Fuck!
And you could swear you hear the sound of soft laughter coming from the ground level.
I don't even need to peek my head out to know who the fuck is laughing.
You're not really that good at this, you know.
He growls to himself.
You hear him take another puff of his hand-rolled cigarette. You know, I don't really care for people spying on me, let alone making such a grand display of their magic as they have.
Magic. Wait. Oh. Hmm. He will peek out a little bit and go, shout down to him. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. I figured the rooftops be a good place to practice.
As he pulls the cigarette up to his lips again and just chuckles a little bit as he takes another drag. You know, we could just talk if you're so eager.
He narrows his eyes a bit before using one of the walls to climb back down. And then walks up to him.
As he holds out his hand when you get within about 10 feet of him. That's close enough.
He wasn't planning on getting close anyway. This time, you better mean it when you mean talk.
As he flicks the little cigarette down into the ground and stamps it out with his boot. Well, let's see. You ask about my business. You ask about my friend's business. And now you're following me around as I'm meeting with a friend. I think you're the one who needs to be talking right now.
Business.
We're just trying to get to Waterdeep, and you keep trying to act like we're doing something nefarious. Just a couple of merchants trying to get some supplies all the way to Waterdeep. And yet, you seem to be under the impression that there's something more.
Well,
I'm curious why you seem to think that.
Well, when you have a bunch of cloaked people who are being mysterious themselves, and as you're stating, you're merchants, but yet you are not even letting us know what you're selling, how can we trust you?
It's not your business what we're selling. We're not selling anything. We're trying to move items from one place to another. This is common practice. As for why we haven't discussed it with you, I don't believe it's any of your business.
He crosses his arms and huffs. Are you working for the Dark Vent Company?
No. We're, independent.
Good. because they're too good for y'all anyway.
You have such animosity towards us. I don't know where it comes from. Mr.
Arthur.
Arthur, that was it. Anders, I believe we met on the trail earlier. I believe I have introduced myself, but perhaps I have been rude.
The name has a little of a choke to it, if you catch my drift.
I think I can only advise you that sticking your nose in places where it doesn't belong is a good way to get that nose cut off. Me, I'm a nice guy. I try to make sure that everybody knows where I stand. But, not everybody is so easy to let go.
That is true, I will admit. Then again, neither is the chance for important information.
Afraid I don't have any information for you, friend. Just trying to get to Waterdeep.
As are we.
Oh, I guess we'll be with each other for a few more weeks then.
Hope you don't mind me sticking around then.
Sticking around. Funny.
I tend to be humorous when I want to be.
Well, always down for a good laugh. But perhaps your little magic shows should be a little bit more subtle. Not everybody is easy to impress as a bunch of drunken idiots.
I don't know. It was nice to hear a few laughs every now and then. You should probably do that more yourself. You'll just die by my humor.
He kind of lowers his gaze a little bit to your chest and to your stomach.
He tries to
I'm
keep his
sure.
arms. He tries to keep his arms as still as possible.
I'm sure I'll hear you coming either way. Arthur, it's been a lovely evening. I gotta go back and discuss a few business arrangements with my associates.
See you in the morning, then.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Slowly start backing away for about 20 feet before turning around to start heading back to the inn.
As Arthur X makes his way back to the inn.
Thought I was gonna walk backward on a wall. Get away.
No, not that time. No point when you saw me. Is Olia still up, by the way?
Olia is passed out at that table he was sitting at.
They don't have anybody strong enough to move him.
He's now furniture.
He's in a movie.
He is a big man.
He's just part of the he's just part of the bar now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the immovable dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna walk up to the sleeping Olia and he's gonna attempt to pick him up.
All right, roll me strength.
Maybe.
You get one of his arms over your neck and try to lift him up, and your legs just go, nah.
God damn it!
As
Not
you
today.
grit your teeth if you want to try again.
We'll try again. Nope.
As you try to lift him up again, but this time your leg gives out and you fall backwards, taking Olia with you as you both tumble backwards.
What?
Olia, you're suddenly jerked awake as you come tumbling down on top of Arthurax.
What the hell was that? Arthur,
Leah, get off.
why am I Tommy? What the fuck?
I was trying to help you get to a bed, but you are fucking heavy.
Oh, no, you don't have to shame me like that. I guess I should go up. Thanks.
He gets up himself. Mm-hmm.
As Crick wanders in with Jesse next to him and looks over at the two, and your friends might need a little help.
Yeah, that's
I
not
think they've
what-
had a few too many too.
Sorry, I actually didn't hear the second half of what you were saying, Dana.
No, you're fine. So it looks like they've had a few too many themselves.
Yeah. All right. And it was a really nice walk. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. Have a good night.
As he goes for the awkward hug, but then stops and just kind of pats you on the arm, and I don't know how to go from here. I'm sorry.
Jesse
You know.
just chuckles and shakes a hand. Don't worry about it. Gives him a little friendly elbow to the arm. Just like don't sweat it. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Plenty of water. Remember.
Yeah. I will do that.
Arches a brow at that gesture.
As Crick gives a little two-finger salute to Arthurax. Arthur, see you later.
Have a good night.
And he heads out of the tavern.
All right, lovebirds.
That's not
I
what
think it's bedtime.
It's not what it looks like. Someone.
That's what they all say.
He
She
pats
just
Oli on the
starts
back
giggling.
to help lead him.
All
right. You guys need any help getting to bed?
Maybe.
Okay.
Come
All
on,
right.
help me, Jess.
Get me up the stairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Arthurax, give me strength check at advantage.
Oof.
Oh, finally.
Oh no.
Come on, click it.
Hey.
There you go.
Hey.
So, this time with Jesse's help, you get a good grip on the back of Olia's armor and just hoist him up and help him move up the stairs and get him into the room.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Do you want me? I'm gonna go get some water. Do you want some water?
A little. You don't have to.
No, I gotta go down there anyway and get some. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jesse will, as steadily as possible, head back down to the bar to ask for a couple tankards of fresh water.
Arthurax would join him.
Absolutely able to get a couple of tankards of water.
Huzzah!
While they do, Arthurax is gonna whisper down to them. Jess, we're gonna need a talk.
Can it wait till morning, please? I'm very tired. I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'm
afraid-
sorry.
I'm afraid how you'll react in this situation anyway.
Okay. Let's come on. Let's get back upstairs.
Alright.
Back
Drunk
up we
Liam.
go. I stop in at Olia's room to. Here you go, big guy. Here's your water.
Thanks.
Drink it slowly. Okay. Slow.
Okay. Okay. He was about to just like gulp it down and he say that. He's like, okay.
Slow. There you go. Good
Slow.
You make a good dog. You're a good boy, Olia.
He's just watching these two going, wow.
Thanks.
Shut up! Like you've never been drunk before.
As
Not this bad.
everybody gets settled down for bed, and Daggerford is a loud city, but as the night progresses, slowly grows quieter and quieter until it's a very soft, low, almost like a hum going through the city. It's very soothing. Jesse, it's very reminiscent of Waterdeep when it gets late at night. Very reminiscent of home. And as everybody goes to sleep, Eldrath. Ethan?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Ethan, as you're sleeping, your bed's not quite very comfortable. Find yourself kind of tossing and turning a little bit. And as you turn to one side, you look and see across the room a figure sitting on the floor with his back against the wall. Several hunting dogs surrounding him. And as he lifts his head slightly, piercing blue eyes staring deep at you. I wish to talk with you, Kroltak Mildred. And that's where we're going to end this session for the evening.
Oh, damn.
Oh my. Side note, I just after Arthrax like tried to sneak into Cassidy's room. I can just imagine Jessica doing the same thing, but it's just like, stop along, it's me. Shh, it's okay, it's just Jesse. Shh.
I thought about doing that, but I was like,
I'm
no.
just going to bed. It's okay. Don't be mad. Don't
To
be
be
mad.
honest-
I'm just going to sleep. Good night, Big Bunny Bot. You have a good night.
Cassidy would have, like, because they were supposed to have the room together, Cassidy would have said Jessica can come in, like,
Okay.
way before that drinking happened. So you would have been fine, but Arthrax
enough.
gets the red glare.
Okay, so it's just, hi, hop along. I'm just coming to bed. Good night. Good night, Big Bunny Bot. You're so cute.
Rexing.
Good bunny. Jessica gets very affectionate when she's drunk.
Apparently.
Granted, that's how I get when I'm drunk, so, you know.
I get super apologetic when I'm drunk. It's like the weirdest thing.
Oh.
Like, anytime I'm like, I bump into somebody or something like that, I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Just like super courteous for some reason. Like I get like this extra worried. I'm like, I'm gonna be too crazy, so I gotta be extra careful. And then of course,
Well, I
Yeah,
hope
I have a-
everybody enjoyed.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry.
yes.
go ahead.
I just had one quick question. Is a hangover a poison condition?
depends on how bad you get it.
Okay.
Yeah, technically, alcohol is a poison that you do have to roll against.
Mm-hmm.
I've always played it that depending on how many drinks you have, increases the DC, and the DC does decrease over time to sober up as long as you're not adding more alcohol to the situation. So yes, there are in fact hangovers.
Oh, I thought we were talking about alcohol
So
poisoning.
something that could cure poisons might be able to take away a hangover.
Maybe,
Like a screwdriver.
you know, if you found a somebody who might be able to help you with that, sure.
Got it.
God.
What a world
But I
to
hope-
live in where you can just potion away your hangover. That's amazing.
Oh, I would love
Oh,
that.
God.
No, I got something for next week, for the next time.
But I hope everybody enjoyed and had fun.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Absolutely.
It's
Of course we did, huh?
Bit of a, you know, it is a bit of a sour note. What with Zir stepping away, or Raven stepping away from the campaign.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
hopefully, Zir will make a return in the future.
Here's the
We
hope.
can only hope, but we can always
Very
just
hopeful.
keep playing on.
Yep, all we can do. But yes, I'm going to find somebody to raid. I'm gonna go raid Fusano, actually.
I'm going to go ahead and
Lusano!
bounce out here.
Who is it?
Thanks for the game, guys, and we'll see you
Absolutely.
next time.
Yes.
Hey,
We'll catch y'all later.
Take care, Al.
Bye.
Bye.
I will say this, Dana, you did very well perpetrating pretty much a bachelorette party.
I have I've survived many of them.
Seen many of them, so you did very good.
I've worked in many bars.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
See you.
Y'all have a great night. Take care of yourselves.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Good Good boy.
Oh, Fusano. There was somebody that that almost had a similar name.
Yeah, Fusano, Fusano.
Okay.
It's a good squirrel.
There's this person I know named Tusano, Tusano.
Ah,
Yeah. Fellow VN.
well, remember, folks, our raid message is tag, you're it, tag with 2 G's. So just give them lots of love. They're playing some Beat Saber right now, so high energy. They love to have fun, and they love good music. So everybody, I hope you have a great night, and thank you very much for stopping with us. Take care of yourselves, and then take care of a friend.
I'll log off voice chat myself too. Thanks for a great sesh.
Dirk, you be awesome.
You too, Dag. You're the best. Take care. Alright, so we were the last two in the chat. Didn't even realize it, so yeah, time sure goes flying by. I'm probably not going to do the whole Patreon thing routine. I don't know, I'm just bouncing back and forth on what I do, because this is going on my backup channel, my second channel, the one where I just mess around, do D&D stuff, and have fun. Yeah. Honestly, it's the only time I really post on there at this point, but yeah, so that's going to conclude things for tonight. If you want to check out the person on Twitch, it's Fusano, Fusano, like Tag had mentioned, but you might not be seeing this live, so you can always follow them and check them out on Twitch later on. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm just gonna, end things early. I'm kind of tired, kind of pretty dang tired from work. It's a Monday, am I right? Oh, I sound like a boomer. Anyway. Thanks to everybody for stopping by. I'm sorry to anybody who stopped in my earlier session and saw me just like going panic mode and having to stop the stream and restart it. So yeah, a lot just happened there, but anyway, hopefully I can get something started up soon. I just need to get that emotional drive back for it. But yeah, at least I'll be doing D&D every other week, so there's that. But yeah, you can always check out my Discord for notifications on when I'm going to stream next. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care, folks.